Guys, welcome to a cold and bitter Swedish November day. The weather is crap as usual, but the cars are really nice. And this is going to be kind of a special film video today. First off, I'm talking in English today. Hopefully that works out well, because I know there are quite a few people that are interested in the V10 S6, Audi S6 cars abroad. And behind me I have not one, but actually two Audi S6 V10s. My own, the white one, white lightning as we call it in Swedish. It doesn't sound as good in English as in Swedish. And then we have Kimovit's green Goblin, a tuned S6 V10 wagon. So we're gonna take a closer look at the cars, specifically Kim's car, and see how can you actually make more power with an NA V10 without going supercharging or turbos. So let's first take a closer look at the car outside, compare it a bit to mine, and then jump into the car and talk with Kim. And I'm gonna have my first experience of a tuned S6, because that's the plan I have for mine as well. Okay, Kim, we have the car here. You came all from Copenhagen.
Yeah, all the way.
All the way. It's like 30 minutes ride.
Yeah, 20 to 30 minutes.
Exactly.
So, yeah.
But I appreciate it. I've been wanting to see this car for a long time. As I mentioned in the beginning here, I'm planning on doing something similar. But if we start with the exterior, you want to show us, because you haven't done that much.
No.
It looks super clean, but there's not much done exterior-wise.
No, so from what you can see from the start is like I put new wheels on. These are Espiri ESR6.
Yeah, they look really nice.
And just did a paint touch on the calipers.
Yeah.
Because they were really dull. I'm looking to do some more with the calipers later on. And change the rotors with like Holt racing rotors.
Yeah, so the rotors are actually changed.
The rotors are changed.
Do you know if they because they weigh a ton?
These
stock.
also weigh a ton.
Okay, crap.
So I would like some lighter ones, because they are really heavy.
Yeah, there's a lot of unsprung mass to be shaved off.
Exactly, yeah. And
then you've done something with the stance as well, because it's clearly the ride height is lower.
Yeah, it was on the original springs, on the original dampers, so it was really springy, and one of the spring was snapped, so I changed it to Bilstein. Bilstein dampers and Eibach springs. So the stance is it's lower.
Yeah, it's lower. It's super. You can see my car in the background. I'm gonna have some roller shots showing the comparison, and it looks, because these are 20-inch wheels.
Exactly.
I have the 20-inch RS6 C6 wheels, and my wheels actually look smaller, design-wise, but also because the stance is so much better on your car.
And the rims are staggered, so the fronts are 8.5, the rears are 10 inches.
Right. And then you've done something, I was about to say, you've done something with the exhaust. The better word is like you have completely removed the stock exhaust.
Almost, yeah.
Almost.
So from the front to the back it's decatted, and then there is the standard resonators, the front one. But after that there is nothing.
Right.
It's just an X pipe and some 3-inch.
It looks, to be fully honest, it looks super ghetto.
It really is. I've never welded before, so this was my first weld.
That's insane.
And,
that you,
it looks straight. It is a bit ghetto.
Yeah, but as said, I haven't heard the car because Kim got here first, so I'm super curious, because my exhaust is almost stock. So yeah, but otherwise it's a pretty stock Audi S6. This is which model year? 2007?
It's a late 2006, so it's an 07 model, but born in October 06.
Yeah, and the weather is what it is, so the cars are not super clean.
Scandinavian weather.
Exactly, Scandinavian weather, and super cold. We're gonna get in soon, and windy. My car, quickly, as you see, I have the full Maxton kit. I have a video in Swedish going through all the modifications I've done. It's stock exhaust, but with some aftermarket tips, and something has probably been done on the might have been one of the front resonators, because there is a bit of an increased sound from the exhaust, but not much compared to stock. So yeah, let's go into the Green Goblin and talk a bit about the engine. Okay, Kim, I'm super happy to be inside the car because it's super cold outside and windy.
Yeah.
Before we go out, and before we go out in my stock S6, which actually is part of the plan, I just wanted to quickly talk with you about what you have done with the car, and also my thoughts about this, which I think reflects a lot of other car people's thoughts about specifically tuning NA engines. I was like under the impression like it's an NA engine, you won't be able to do much at all performance wise. Then I just started reading and realizing that there are guys out there pushing some serious numbers at least, and insane increases in performance in acceleration. And after digging deeper and deeper, you start to realize that in theory, these V10 engine, the Audi 5.2 liters, that actually it's not the same engine that you then had in the Gallardo, but it's based on the same engine. Some differences, of course, in the internals, but the engine is from the beginning the same. So we know that the performance.
There's possibilities.
Exactly, you have possibilities,
options.
and I've seen some in the States, but we haven't seen that much video, and I certainly haven't experienced it. Can you tell me a bit about what you have done with the car the last year? Or with the engines?
Yeah, in general, because I also started with the thought that like I wanted an RS6, but in Denmark they're super expensive, and talking my girlfriend and our 3 kids to drive in an expensive old car. Yeah, we compromised, and we bought the S6, and I thought that, well, that's just sound. It's all I can do is sound. But then I started reading into it, and yeah, there's definitely more. But I started with the carbon clean, like most guys do on these old cars. Carbon cleaned it, and took the intake apart, and found out all the plastic insert was broken and the intake was full of oil.
Yeah, and this is like, for those who are not into the Audi V10 or specifically S6 engines, this is something that happens to all stock engines at some point.
The plastic inside just get really brittle and crisp.
Yeah.
Like.
So yeah, and the swirl flaps that they're called, they break, and they're supposed to keep the torque a bit higher in the low end, and then when you go up higher in the RPMs, they just open like they weren't there. Yeah. So in the top end, it shouldn't make any difference.
Exactly.
But in the lower end, it can make a difference. So you gutted your intake.
I gutted the intake, and if you look, maybe you can show a picture or something. But
yeah,
the intake is a split camshell also on the inside, and I removed the bottom of it just to get more volume, just to compensate. And then I said, okay, let's just do that and just remove the PCV system. So that's a bit controversial, removing the PCV system.
What we've seen and what's been done before you did this project, there has been some cars, specifically in the US, I know, that has done the entire JHM package, which is tune for the ECU, the engine, tune for the TCU, the gearbox, and also lighter flywheel, and it's lightweight rotors, especially in the front. You can get them in the back as well, and then of course an exhaust. And I think the JHM one is like 2.75 inch compared to 2.5.
Exactly. Yeah.
And we've seen like these cars stock goes the quarter mile at around between 13.5 to 14 seconds, about that. And I actually made a long video about this as well, talking about the acceleration 0 to 100, because my car, the specifications from Audi was like 5.3 seconds for the Avant, and 0 to 100 kilometers per hour. When you look at like reviews from back then, a lot of them they just barely got below 6 seconds. Yeah. My car, when I tried it this summer, I was like 6.3 seconds 0 to 100, which is super slow compared to everything out there today. and a lot slower than I had hoped. So I started from that angle. At least I wanted to get down to like 5.3, which is the spec, which many don't get with the stock. Exactly. But anyways, and as you said, it's the same engine as in the S8, so at least it's down tuned from 450 horsepower, which is the S8 engine, to 435. That is the spec of the S6. So at least you should have some headroom there. But what you and other guys in the US have been able to pull off seems like you've unleashed more Lamborghini than we thought, and you're down to like 12.6 on the quarter, and this is insane. 4.65 is the 0 to 100 kilometers per hour. That's insane, guys. That's like, it's 2 seconds almost faster than my stock. It's still NA engine, nothing done more than, you have the intake spacer.
I have the intake spacer. I also have insulated the bottom of the intake. Okay. And the air filters are foam ram air filters.
Oh, okay. Otherwise, I don't know if there's anything more that...
check for turbos or...
exactly. We need to open up and see, so he's not pulling any pranks here. No, but seriously, it's going to be super fun. And we're actually going to start by you going back in time, Kim.
Yeah.
You're going to try
I can't really remember how it felt before, so it's going to be really fun going back.
So let's jump into the white, my own S6, the stock one engine-wise, and see if you notice any difference. Yeah. Before I hopefully jump into this and see if I notice any difference. Yeah. Now we're going back in time, or at least you're going back in time. Yeah. So we're in my S6 now, and we should be offloading all weight we can. We're doing the opposite. We have a full child seat. We have some engine oil in the back. So yeah, but this is a wagon. This is a family car. Family car. You also have a child seat in yours.
Yeah,
so
I have 3 kids. So
Oh Christ, I have 1 and I can't keep up. Okay, let's go. Let's give this a try.
Yeah.
A bit softer.
Feels smoother. Some of my vibrations are because of the exhaust.
I'm so looking forward to
a bit louder.
In yours, right?
Yeah, in mine. Yeah. This is super quiet. It's really smooth in the gear change. It's really like...
Right.
I wouldn't like to say like a taxi smooth, but it's like that, you know...
But still, you do say
the old automatic smooth, and I just completely sweated out that it was so smooth, the gear change.
Yeah. Stomp it a bit.
It's not quite as fast.
No.
I do feel a definite difference.
Yeah, you do.
Yeah, now I can remember the things now because I can remember the thing about the pedal being sluggish.
Right.
Compared to when I did the first update in mine.
Right. And that is something also that I've been talking, I think I mentioned that in videos before when doing our Swedish videos, is the fact that it's so much more than just how horsepower and torque. You also have what we're talking about now, the feel and the responsiveness of the not only the engine but also the pedal, the throttle. That makes a big difference in how the car feels and behaves. Yeah. And that is something I'm really looking forward to trying out as well.
So I'm just gonna try and floor it here.
Yes, do it.
Yeah. So when I do that, it's faster. But also when the gear changes, you feel like a little kick in the back.
Yeah, right.
And the best thing I have seen on YouTube is it's like on channels like DDE, they get an old Gallardo.
Yeah.
And they talk about this hard punch.
Yeah, the horse kick, kick in the back.
And that's what I feel I have in this.
That's insane.
When I'm starting.
I'm putting in sport don't think it's gonna be that much difference.
Yeah, there's a difference. It's just blowing my mind that it's so different.
And when you say different, you don't only mean like the actual performance, but the feel.
The feel, like
right.
Like if I put it in D or S even, if I push it like this, there's a clear, you can't see it, but it's like 40% pedal.
Yeah.
There's a difference. It's much more linear.
Right.
So this seems like it has like a ramp to it. So if you push it above a certain level, then it's like, oh, okay, I should change gear or I should do something.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yes. Yeah, really. You're gonna feel something different.
Oh, I'm so excited.
If I do that in second gear and stomp it and change at like 6,000 RPM, it's gonna kick through. But you really don't feel the gear changes in this.
No.
That's
So we're gonna change car now, and yeah, this is the real reason why Kim is in Sweden. He's gonna fill up some E85 fuel because they don't have that in Denmark.
Yeah, it hasn't been necessary yet to fully drive E85.
Yeah.
But we are looking to do some race gas tune.
Oh man, this is gonna be exciting. Okay, I'm gonna grab some gear and let's go. It's time to jump in the green Goblin, but I want to experience the startup because, yeah, Kim's first comment when he jumped in mine and started, it's so quiet.
Yeah, it is quiet.
So let's see if this Frankenstein of an exhaust has done anything to this engine. Oh my god! Oh my god! Are you kidding me? Jesus Christ, Kim! What have you done? Oh my god! Oh my god, that sound! Okay, Kim. I'm honestly speechless. What the hell have you done to your car? Let me fix my mic here.
I have family members with the same question. So.
Jesus Christ, the sound! The sound! Oh. Oh my god, Okay, first time driving a tuned S6 and specifically now Kim's car. And by the sound of I'm feathering the throttle. Yeah, it sounds a bit more, that's for sure. The driving now, it feels like my car, more or less.
Yeah,
exactly. I'm just running very smoothly on the throttle, no crazy, okay, I could have gone there. No crazy acceleration, and the gearbox, which I was a bit afraid of, does feel more or less like mine, to be honest. Okay, let's give this a try. That sound. Oh my god. Yeah, there's a difference. To be honest, you don't. It's obvious you don't get that torque surge that you get, for example, when you often tune a turbo engine. Yeah. You get that great increase in torque. You don't get that feel, but as you say, it just pulls and pulls and pulls. Yeah. It feels like there's no end, and then the gear shift.
So one of the things that is fun, if you go below 8 and then floor it.
Jesus. Okay, the camera, the camera.
It got tilted, yeah.
Yeah, the G-forces, yeah, that's the difference.
It really, with the tune, it really encourages you to do more manual.
Sort of a tunnel here. Oh my god! My god! Wow! It screams! It screams!
It really screams, yeah.
Wow! Oh Christ! It's just a different experience. That's the thing. It is more aggressive. It's the shifts, the sound, of course.
But like here, just oh yeah, we have ESP.
Oh.
We need to check that because the gearbox sees way too much power. And
Of course.
But try it now.
Oh jeez! Oh my god! Wow! That kick! Wow!
That's a kick.
Wow! Are you ready?
Yeah.
1, 2, 3. Okay, he's gone. He's gone. Ah, Kim, I'm exhausted, mentally and physically. Jesus, the weather has been pestering us, and we have had some nice driving to do here. And we've been jumping back and forth here between the different cars. And we weren't able, or we didn't actually try to do any 0 to 100 pulls or anything like that. It's cold, wet, slippery, and full of cars all over the place. So, but we did some pulls side by side, and by just driving, the first pull I did on the highway, I was like, yeah, there's more in this car, your car, than in mine, but it wasn't like a huge difference. But when you start to get into the rev range and when you start to make those shifts, it just kicks you in the ass.
Yeah, it really does.
So yeah, the TCU is, those that said that these TCUs cannot be tuned are wrong. It can, and it makes a huge difference.
And they can really take some abuse because, as you have been seeing today with my driving, I really like to get it up to the red and just change gears really fast. So I really like to punish it. I don't baby it.
No, he doesn't. And I have pushed it quite a bit today as well. And yeah, when you start to use it more, when you go up and down in the gears, then you really notice the difference compared to the stock my car. And as I said, when we did some pulls side by side, I was pretty good the first, I don't know, maybe up to 20, 30 kilometers per hour. Then you started to pull, and then when the first shift came, you just whoop, jumped a car length.
Do you have the flaps in still?
No, I don't. So we both have a gutted intake.
Great. So we're on same
level playing field in that regard, at least.
Exactly.
So yeah, I'm gonna now go home, think about my life and how I'm gonna be able to transform my own S6 to something similar like this. The sound, I think this is over the top. I would get killed if I get home.
A little bit over the top,
yeah, guys, I have tried to catch this on camera and mic, but it's not possible to convey that experience when you pull away. It's proper Lamborghini V10 sound. It's insane and super, super loud. I actually had to cover my ear when you drove past me as well. Insane. But a pleasure. Yeah. A real pleasure, Kim. Thank you for enjoying your car. And I hope we can meet again, maybe next year with better weather, and see if something has happened to my car as well.
Yeah.
Thanks for the inspiration, and good luck with the rest of the project. We'll keep in touch for sure. And see you guys out there. If you like videos like this, I might actually continue doing some in English as well, if it's of interest. And yeah, see you around on the channel. Like, subscribe, and hang out with us in the future. Take care. Bye.